The sex trafficking trial of rap mogul Diddy Combs is set to begin tomorrow. Nearly 8 months after his arrest, jury selection will begin here in Manhattan. It is happening the same day as the Met Gala, where Diddy was once a fixture among A-list celebrities. Diddy has pleaded not guilty in the case, but if convicted, he faces what could amount to a life sentence. Joining me now to break it all down is former Florida State Attorney Dave Aronberg. Dave, always good to see you. I'm curious how challenging you think it is going to be for the defense and the prosecution to pick the right jurors in this high-profile case. What are they looking for, and is it possible to find someone who doesn't know this man?
Phil, good to be with you. You know, you don't need an empty vessel. You don't need a blank slate. You just need to have jurors who are willing to set aside what they know, what they've heard, and just follow the evidence and the law. It happens all the time. We've seen higher profile people than Diddy go to trial, like Donald Trump, and we're able to find an impartial jury of their peers. So it doesn't need to be someone who is just living in a cave, who's never heard of this. They can hear things and know things, but they just have to commit under oath to follow the evidence and the law. And both sides get to try to vet and weed out those people who can't do that.
Going to be a process. Central witness in this case is Diddy's ex-girlfriend, the singer Cassie Ventura. In terms of this case, how significant is that video that most people have seen by now of Diddy attacking her in a hotel?
It's huge. People lie, but video does not. And it is telling that Diddy has denied everything until this video was shown. After that video was shown, he then fessed up to it. He admitted he erred, he screwed up, and yet he's denying everything else that has not been caught on video. So that video will say a lot, because I don't expect Diddy to take the stand. And they're going to see Diddy, though, with their own eyes when he didn't think anyone was watching. And it exposed him as a liar at the very least, because he denied anything happened. And Cassie is going to take the stand. So I think it's going to be devastating for the jurors to see with their own eyes him acting in an abusive way, physical violence, because that's part of the charges here, that he used physical violence to keep people under his control.
Right, and he said this didn't happen until the video came out. Yeah, I see your point there. All right, what do you think we'll be hearing during opening statements in the days coming?
Consent. That's going to be Diddy's defense. He's going to say that these women are engaged in a money play, that they were his girlfriends in the past, and for whatever reason, money, power, revenge, they want a piece of him and are lying. But video speaks otherwise. That video is damning. And also, they've got all this other evidence. It's not just a he said, she said. They've got other witnesses who are going to testify. They've got the evidence that were collected by investigators that showed that this didn't seem to be a purely consensual party. This seemed to be something where he was making people do things against their will. And that's why all this other corroboration is so important, because Diddy is not denying that he engaged in a lot of this conduct. He's just saying that it's based on adult consensual relationships. All
right, well, we'll see what the jury says, and we have to see who the jury is first. All right, Dave Aronberg, thanks so much.
Thank you, Phil.